A few weeks ago, I was tagged from Doug from Spooky Villages, and the challenge was to burn 3 holiday candles, or 3 candles during the holidays that you've never burned before. And so I have gotten some candles. I'm going to be doing a cold review of them. I'm going to make this 3 separate videos, one for each candle. And I'm going to do a cold review, and then I'm going to do a post-burn review and let you know how they did and what my thoughts are. The first candle that I have today is by Yankee Candle, and it's Gingerbread Maple. Look at this label. That makes me like, oh, that makes me want some gingerbread really bad. Okay, I'm gonna smell this. This is strange because I do smell, I smell cinnamon. I can smell gingerbread, but not really, it's not really a bready type gingerbread. It does smell like there's almost a little bit of like a weird mint in here. Now this was an outlet candle, so maybe I'm smelling mint because it's an outlet candle. Maybe that's why it was there. But I think it was there because the label is kind of crooked. Or maybe the wrong lid was put on. You know, I don't really smell maple per se. I'm smelling spices and I'm smelling a weird mint to it. I look forward to burning this and seeing what it smells like when it's actually burning, because it might turn out to be a totally different experience. The color's nice, the wick is set nice. I just think that it's the label that ended up in the outlet, but I can't. Cinnamon definitely. A little bit of ginger. A little bit of what I guess I would associate with gingerbread, but not really much for some reason. That's about all I could smell on that. A little bit of, almost like a little bit of a vanilla. So, that's my cold review on this one. Okay, so it has been a couple weeks, and I have burned the gingerbread maple off and on. Not as much. I was going to burn like halfway through, but I'm cycling candles, and I just got a candle in the mail that I'm itching to get into. So I just wanted to go ahead and give my review of this Yankee Candle gingerbread maple. Burning, really, it smelled exactly the same way it did on cold. There's almost like a strange hint of mint in there, and I might be the only person that's smelling that. But it really does smell like it did on cold. So it's an authentic scent. When you smell it on cold, that's what it's going to smell like when it burns. Now, I will say, even though I foil this to get it to pool evenly, I did have some dispersal issues. It just wasn't, the dispersal of scent was not very strong, but that's not really a bad thing. So, okay, sometimes I really want a candle when I'm lighting it beside me. I want to be able to smell it when it's beside me, but like I said in a previous video, sometimes the way the air circulates, I've got very tall ceilings, the way the air circulates, sometimes the scent goes away from me, and so I'll think this candle doesn't have a very good scent dispersal, but then I'll get up and walk away from the couch and like go into the kitchen or the dining room, and I can smell it in there. I really prefer to be able to smell a candle that's right beside me, so like when I'm burning some of the Bath & Body Works 3-wick candles, I can smell them right beside me, and I can smell them when I get up. But the tumbler, I could only smell usually when I would get up, or as soon as I would take the foil off, I would get a hint of it, and then the dispersal would move away. But like I said, that is because of how the air circulates in my house. And that is why it's really kind of dangerous to tell somebody, oh, well, this candle doesn't have throw, or I prefer scent dispersal. It's really, you know, it's hard to be like, oh, this candle does or this candle doesn't, because air circulates differently in everybody's house. Everybody's house is different. It has to do with whether your air and your heat is on, whether you have fans running, the size of the ceilings in your room, where it's placed in your room, yada, yada, yada. There's so many things that really can affect how you smell your candles. So sometimes if you can't smell it, if you get up and stand up, you can smell it up higher in the air. But for me, I mean, as far as the scent was authentic to what I smelled on cold. So I actually really did like the gingerbread maple. I would like to find this in some melts. I don't know if they do these. I don't think they do these in like little wax melts, but I wish they did, because I would like to have this to like melt around my house, because it really is a very nice smell. So that's my first candle done for the challenge that Doug from Spooky Villages. And by the way, he has now started a second channel. I will link down below. It's called Hauling Wax, and that is where he's moving all his candle videos to, so that he can keep his Spooky Villages channel focused on the Lomax and the Department 56 villages and stuff, and so then he can do candles on a separate channel. So I will link to Hauling Wax down below. So there we have it. That is my review for one candle that I have not burned before. I've got 2 more to go, and I'll be back with you. Okay, take care of each other, take care of yourself. Goodbye.